long story short, during the COVID slowdown last year, I was thinking about like, what do I really want to do? And I was thinking about this question again. And the answer seems obvious now, but a dedicated service that exclusively helps people when they get back home from rehab needs to exist.
Yes.
And because if people leave a rehab program and they maybe connect with a group recovery coaching program, some of those people are just like, they're on day one of sobriety. You know, someone who's been in rehab, they've already learned certain stuff. They've already come to understand certain stuff. So their awareness and their understandings at a different level to somebody who's like, I want to get sober today.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense for them to all be in a group together. Don't get me wrong, it can be helpful for them to be in a group together, but to actually provide a program that is specifically suited to the stage that somebody is at walking out of rehab.
Okay, can you be a little bit more specific? So what does this program entails?
So the way the program is called Recovery Quest.
And had a great name.
Even better. Even that one is better than ours.
We should have asked. We should have asked them to.
Yeah, we should ask. Do you have any ideas?
So Recovery Quest is going to be launching in the next 4 to 6 weeks. We're going to have the first tribe come in into the program.
First tribe.
Yeah. See, when people finish rehab, like rehab is super important. It does a fantastic job. And it's very necessary for a lot of people. Like you touched on, some people, they're not able to just walk into the rooms of AA or somewhere like that and stay committed. They've got too much other stuff going on in their life. In the same way, many people who come out of rehab and they have a plan of what they're going to do, there's too much stuff that comes up. They get back in their own environment, there's demands from the family, they're going back to work, their boss does their head in, whatever it might be.
Yeah, but also like environment, like the friends who might be still using and deal or whatever. So that is the biggest problem.
It is a huge problem, especially, or your partner. You might get home and your partner's still drinking or your partner's still using and you've somehow got to stay sober. So there's all of these different factors that will be affecting somebody after they leave.
So the tribe is going to come in and what's going to happen with the tribe?
Everything's online.
Okay.
We have a program, a pre-course program.
Okay.
So that's to help the clients to activate their local support. Whatever they're going to be doing when they get home, there's like the local support activation period, looking at their recovery plan, what are they specifically as an individual planning to do for their own recovery to keep growing after they've left. And then once the actual course gets started, there's 8 different weekly modules and we look at 8 different areas of well-being in that time. There's a thing called recovery capital, which is the internal and external resources that somebody's got available to support them in their recovery. And so what we do every week, whilst they've learnt wonderful theory and they've got some good understanding about themselves, hopefully from their experience in rehab, now they get home and it's like week 1, we look at this topic and there's tasks, there's homework and challenges for them to go and do that week. So the recovery capital that they have available to themselves in that week, they increase in that area. The next week we move on to the next section and we increase.
So it's 8 weeks program.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing because that's the thing. Like when you get out of the rehab, this way you're not left alone, but you still have a support system around you. That's